when you're stuck at home, I feel like they have a lot of cooped up energy and they just don't know what to do with it. And so finding ways to keep your kid active within the house, super important, and it keeps them entertained. So in today's video, I want to share with you guys 10 ways to keep your child entertained that doesn't revolve around watching the TV or your phone or anything that is digital. Hi everyone, welcome back to my Mommy's Life channel where I share with you guys my journey as a first-time mom, dentist, and business owner. If you guys are new to this channel, a very big welcome. This channel is all about giving you guys tips, tricks, motivation to continue to dream big, do all the things that you continue to want, even after motherhood. So in today's video, I want to share with you guys 10 ways to keep your child entertained that doesn't revolve around watching the TV or your phone or anything that is digital. And I gathered these things not by choice, but because of this whole coronavirus thing that's been going around. We've definitely, even though we're not panicking or anything, we have been staying home a lot more, which if you were to ask me, it's driving me crazy because I'm not the type that likes to sit still, especially being confined in within four walls with a 2-year-old for hours on end. So I had to get creative and find ways to entertain her so that she wouldn't terrorize the entire house. Okay, so I hope you guys like these activities. If you do, make sure you subscribe and you leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate it. So here we go. The first thing, of course, is painting. Caitlin loves to get messy, this girl. So I didn't want her to use pens, markers, anything that could just get over my furniture walls and that I couldn't clean it off. So I found some really cool finger paint at the craft store. This paint is very highly water-based, and so it comes off super easily. I was actually kind of surprised. She had it all over her own clothes at one point, and it just washed right off in the wash. So that was really neat, and we actually use it as part of a game. She can paint on herself if she wants, and on her hands. She'd paint my hands, and we'd put it on big construction paper, and we're just making fingerprints. And so it's a lot of fun, a lot of creativity, and she can go wild for at least half an hour without making too much of a mess. So that's number one thing. And my number two thing is these puzzles. Okay, so if you guys haven't seen these are really cool. They're soft, they're foam, they're big, so your little one can grab onto them. When Caitlin was younger, she would use it as a teething toy. And now that she's a bit older, she's actually shown some interest in doing puzzles. And this one is really cool because it's got lots of colors, and you'll see if we were to put this whole thing together, it's actually a world map, and it's got a lot of animals on it. And so we'd make a game out of it. I'd tell her, hey, find me the panda piece, or find me the piece with the United States on it. And so we're learning as well as having fun. And so this is really neat. It makes a nice big poster board size puzzle when it's all done. And the next one, you'd be very surprised at how much fun a deck of cards would be. I never thought it would be that entertaining, but when we started running out of ideas, I had a deck of cards just sitting there, so I was like, okay, let's just take out some cards and see what we can do with this. And it was a lot of fun for her. I started out with just pulling out a few numbers. We'd play memory games. We learned about different numbers, and you can teach them how to add and subtract with these. And of course, her favorite, which is 52 pickup. So cards are great if you guys have just a deck of cards. Even at Caitlin's age, who isn't obviously ready to play many card games, she's able to recognize numbers. She finds it amazing when she gets 2 pairs correct when we're playing the memory game. So with the memory game, I don't have all of them spread out. I only have like 3 or 4 sets of numbers, and so there's just like 8 cards total. She'll turn one over, she'll turn another one over, and and she'll know if they're right or not. And if they're not, she'll go and find the other one again. So it's pretty neat to watch her learn and develop those skills. And that definitely entertains her for a long, long time as well. So moving on. So when you're stuck at home, I feel like they have a lot of cooped up energy and they just don't know what to do with it. And so finding ways to keep your kid active within the house, super, super important, and it keeps them entertained. So Caitlin loves soccer. I don't know if that's common amongst kids, but definitely for Caitlin, she loves soccer. So I obviously didn't want her to kick a soccer ball in my house for the fear of breaking stuff, but balls like this are super, super squishy, and she's like kicked this into many things and has not damaged anything within our house. So she loves this. We'll just pass this ball back and forth. Sometimes we'll toss it, not even just necessarily soccer. We'll toss it back and forth. And so she loves this. And then the next one, along the same lines of being active, is indoor trampoline. So I found a trampoline on Amazon for $29.95, and it's super cool toy that she just loves, and we just have it in the living room. It's not very big, pretty low profile, and the cool thing is it does have a little handlebar. I'll link a link to it below, and probably stick a picture up there too. It's got a little handlebar, so if your kid's really little and is not comfortable on trampoline yet, they can still use it. They can stand on it, hold onto the bar, and then jump up and down, which is really cool. And so Caitlin will be on there jumping for 15-20 minutes, burning off some steam, and it allows me to get the laundries changed around or whatever I need to. So that is an amazing toy. The other thing that Caitlin loves to do is music. Music is so much fun for kids. If you guys haven't exposed your kids to music, do so. It's really cool. Caitlin knows the names of many different instruments. She loves to play on instruments. We have a drum set at home. We have a keyboard, so I'm teaching her like notes on the keyboard, and she just loves it. She finds it so amazing, and she'll just sit and play with it all the time. Even with our trombone, she'll play with my husband's mouthpiece, and so she'll sit around playing with it. And this thing, we got at a garage sale for like $1, and it's out of tune half the time, but she doesn't care. She don't care, and she loves it. And she'll come around just playing on the guitar, and she'll want you to play on the guitar, and so it's pretty it's a great toy, great entertainment. And so yeah, if you guys haven't done so, pick up some instruments. It can get a little rowdy. If you aren't used to noise, this might be a little bit of a shock, but it's a great way to keep them sitting around and leaving you alone for a little bit. I think she's out there right now, so okay, last little thing here. These kids love books. I love books because we can sit down and have some quiet time. This book is really awesome, and there's a lot more out there like this. It's not so much a storybook. There are some words in it, but it's more of an I Spy, and I loved I Spy as a kid, and this is kind of like a toddler's version of an I Spy book, so it's really cool. They'll have little objects here that you can ask them to help you find, and at this point Caitlin knows pretty much all of them. If I ask her, hey, show me the anemone, she can point to the anemone, and then you can see within it, in the pages too, there's letters. So each of the page corresponds to 4 letters, and you can find those as well. This is a Disney one, so obviously everything is Disney themed to it. They also teach you to recognize numbers, not just the letters. I think you can see some numbers on the page, yep, there. And then at the back of the book, it's really cool because they'll actually have more activities. So lots and lots of ways to entertain your kid with this book, and she loves it. She'll sit and find objects for a long time. So that's all I got for you today. If you guys are stuck home next time, try out some of these activities. There's a lot of ways to keep your kids entertained without being in front of the YouTube channel all day, and it's also a lot of fun and interactive for you guys as well. So make sure you try it out. If you guys love it, make sure you send me a comment below. And until next time, I hope you guys continue to dream big, do all things you love, because you only get to live once. See you soon. Bye.